Let's just admit that you are thinking about why some people are popping off more than you are if you are a creator, or why some people are really just there always when you think of something. If you think of someone being messy, going out there, living their best life, and you are on TikTok and you are a teenage girl, most probably you are associating that with Alix Earle because she's standing out your niche. If you are more into business, into sales, and if you think about sales, maybe Jeremy Lee Minor or Grant Cardone is those people that are popping up in your mind. So today, I want to tell you how to stand out in a niche. How to literally be a shining star instead of somebody that's just there. I'm not gonna go over the basics of the basics that everyone knows that is just talked over and over again and it's not actually valuable anymore. I'm gonna talk about real actual things you can implement as an actionable steps now or whenever you are ready to rock this world up. So if you right now are a creator and you are in a specific niche, you know your niche, but you just don't know how to really shine through there, here are ways, things, ideas, tips that I would give you if we would work together. Because who am I? I'm the person that works with creators and tries to get them to the next level, not only financially, also popularity wise, if that is what you're looking for. And if you are not the star of your niche, that is one thing what you can literally strive for, at least for this specific moment. I don't want to say the basic things that are talked about over and over, but we need to get through the basics first to get to the exceptional, expert, more in-depth stuff. And first thing is you really need to know your audience like a glove. You need to know what is triggering them, what are their pains, what are their problems, what are their wants and needs out of life, because that is how you can get to them. Yes, here we're talking about psychology a bit, but you need to talk about it if you wanna stand out in your niche. Think of the most popular creators that are now in specific niches. What is it that is there for every creator? What's the same there? What is repeating? That is consistency. They're consistently putting out different persona, or not different, just a persona of how they are portraying themselves. They have specific person that they want to be viewed as, so they portray themselves as that person. They're consistent with their visual appearance as well. So if you know your audience like a glove, you know what they like, what they don't like, you need to embody everything that they are looking for, that they are striving for. So if you are somebody that's trying to teach your viewers to get a better future, to be more successful income-wise, you need to look like you're the person that already is that. You need to play the part to be the part. Hope it makes sense here. How you can do that? Just basically reading your comments, reading some Reddit threads that are about you if you are a bigger creator, or if you don't have much of an audience, just a small one yet, just do quiz, Google Forms, Q&As, ask people in story what they think about you, and create a specific look for yourself. You need to have a branding for yourself the same way as businesses have branding. We're always going to recognize Nike, or Nike, depends how you want to say it, by their logo. Always we're going to recognize that swoosh, right? We're always going to recognize Puma by their flying Puma there, or Cola. We're going to recognize those brands. So how do you want people to recognize you? That's already next step. I'm already skipping by. So first thing is to know your audience like a glove, so you know what to do with them, how to interact with them in the best way, strategically. Always talking about strategy here. Second thing is to portray yourself as that person that they are looking for, that they need, that they resonate with. Because if you're going to change your looks all the time, you're going to be one day Happy Sally, next day Angry Joe, or whatever that is. One day you have blue hair, then you have slick back blonde hair. You cannot be inconsistent with your looks either. Treat this as a business. So if you want to stand out in your niche, know your niche. Know who you are in this niche. You are the star. So show up like a star. You cannot be washed out picture of the background of someone else. You need to look like a star if you want to be the star. Nobody's gonna follow somebody that's like, yeah, so today we're gonna talk about my life and what's going on. No. you need to know how you're adding value to your viewers. To be the star, you need to give light. You need to shine the light. Who is a star if we think about it? Star is somebody that's shining their light on others, that inspires others, that shows them the way, lights up the path. If you're not doing that, you're not the star. You're just I don't know, walk by. Who's walking by? I don't know. You are. Next step, find your voice. How do you find your voice? So let's now look at your niche, right? Most probably in your niche, you have some big players, some small players. Let's now focus on the big players. Write down a list of the biggest players of your niche, top creators, top most followed people, most recently viewed top videos, or most talked through controversial people. List them down, take a look at their content, take a look what they're doing, how they're portraying themselves, both visually and also by their tone of voice, what type of content they're filming, how they're filming it, what is their expression, intonation. List everything down. Then find what is matching there and do different thing. Do something that they're not doing. You need to stand out. How are you standing out? By innovating, by doing something new. So if, for example, you are in a beauty niche, every influencer now is doing their makeup in their makeup room and with a flashlight on and la. Go outside and do a makeup series of how am I getting ready for work, for example, doing my makeup while in a car. So that's way how you can make your audience see that you're doing something new, you have your own way of achieving things, you stay in the same niche, but you are something fresh, something new. And also you put additional deadline. You need to finish the makeup before you get to work. For example, get out of the car. That means that you have like 15 minutes for a makeup max. And you also have a problem that's coming up. You have something that you need to do. You have this thing that you need to achieve, and that is ready look for work. Because if you're not gonna achieve ready look for work, you may not go to work because HR won't let you through if you don't have makeup, or you cannot basically look bad on your work. See, when you're creating content, you also need to think about it just from a strategical point of view, but also from tactical. What does tactical point of view mean? You need to think about how your viewer will see the video. They need to feel like there's a sense of urgency, time-wise, that you need to do this thing, and they need to see your journey from A to B. So how you start your makeup in a car and how you finish your makeup in the car. And they need to know why getting to the point of B from A is that important to you. Big problem many creators make when creating content is that they think that anything they do is flawless and everybody will listen. Of course, there are part of viewers that will just listen to anything you say and they don't care if you're rambling, if you're telling nonsense. They just like you. Maybe they like how you look and they're gonna follow you. But if you want to really stand out and get as much eyes as possible, you need to be tactical and both strategical about your content. But that means that you are setting deadlines for your viewers to think that you are rushing from one place to another place. Oh, that's already third, by the way. I'm blending everything together. Sorry about that. But you need to put deadlines for your viewers to see. They need to see your journey from A to B. So from A to B, we have a journey, right? What's the deadline for this journey? Tell your viewer, you need to tell them, you need to explain them, and you need to tell them what is on stake. What is on stake if you don't get from A to B, or what is on stake if you don't get in time from A to B. That is how you hook in the viewer. That is how they keep watching the video, because they want to see if you do that or no. And in meantime, while you're hooking them in with all these additional tactical things, what we're doing, we're staying in our niche, we're staying in our lane, we're doing our makeup. So people at the same time can not only be excited about your journey and see, are you gonna make it, are you not gonna make it, is it gonna be good or is it gonna be bad? But also, they're saying what kind of makeup you're using, what kind of techniques you're using. So that is how you also attract brand deals to yourself, because you are using products also strategically by placing them, by showing them what you do, and in the meantime, we're also telling about your deadlines and what's on stake for you to get from A to B. You're also telling them what your products you're using. I'm using this concealer, I'm using this this is how I'm doing it. Strategy and tactics, all about that. Just a small tip, don't be shy to experiment. That's literally the way how you get through. You need to experiment, because that is how you're gonna stand out. If you're gonna repeat what everybody else is doing, you're gonna be like everyone else. So those people that are there doing that for a longer time or more than you or higher budget, they will be top of the niche. So how you can get on top of the niche instead of them? Do something completely different. put yourself out there in completely different light. Next tip, stop watching as much as content in your niche, but watch more content in different niches and then blend them in together. So if you see that something is working in different niche, and for example, if you're in the same makeup niche, see what's working in cooking niche and maybe get ideas from there and bring it to your makeup niche, but don't look at makeup creators, because then subconsciously or consciously you will take something from them and you will copy them a bit, even if you don't want to. Just how our brain works, it adapts. So try not to look at your competitors as much, because then you're going to be more like your competitors. Try to look at somebody that's completely not in your niche but popping off, also popular creator, also top of the game creator in different niche, and maybe get something from there as an inspiration and bring that to your niche. That's how you innovate, that's how you develop new things. Next tip, I'm not going to count how many tips I'm telling here, but how you can stand out in your niche. Do something that other people are not doing. So if everybody is polished person on a screen, everybody's polished person right there, be unpolished. Break the mold. That's the way Alix Earle actually got her first rise of fame, is that everybody on internet, every lifestyle creator, beauty creator was polished book. Everything is perfect, we're beautiful, we're young, amazing, life is going on, great. She showed her acne, she showed most vulnerable thing about her that she was not comfortable with sharing, but she had acne and it does not look the most appealing. That's why people resonate with her. If you're going to show your weaker sides, side that you feel like are weaker, that's going to make you stronger, believe me. If you're ever going to see a creator that's telling you about their experience and they're sharing their weakest moments, when they were down, where they didn't have any clients, when they struggled with helping client, that is what is gonna bring us closer, because I feel like you are more genuine if you share your ups and downs. If you're gonna share your ups, I'm gonna feel like you are just a perfect person and we have nothing really in common here, because I had some ups and downs as a normal human being does, as you do. So if you have ups and downs, show them. Maybe don't show them in perfect detail. We never want to do that. Don't show too much. There always is a line, but just show as an example and tell your viewer what you learned from that situation. For example, if you are in business sphere and you're providing your services for businesses, for companies, consultants, whatever that is, one thing you can do is share stories about how you fucked up with a client, for example, how you lost a client. That will make you more vulnerable, which of course from a side may seem like something's not right. No, if you provide that, if you show that situation in good light, it's gonna make you so much stronger, because you can portray every situation a bit differently, a bit to your side, you can swish everything a bit up and down. For example, if you lost a client, don't say that I lost my client because I could not deliver anything. Actually, I lied about what I can do, what I cannot do. No, that's of course not what you should portray yourself as on internet, because your reputation matters, right? You cannot just say these things online. What you can do instead is, I lost my client today because they are a strong vegan and I like meat, and we just did not see eye to eye because they said that they were not going to work with me if I'm not vegan. You can, of course, this is a hypothetical idea situation, but you can bring out of every situation something fun, light, even if you start with a not so light beginning from the beginning. Next tip, I don't know what tip by the number it is, but next one, collaborate like a boss. Find people that are popping up and collaborate with them. They don't need to be necessarily from your niche, but they may be from other niches that your audience may be interested in as well. So find a sister niche for yourself. So for example, if you are in cooking niche, that may be something like healthy lifestyle niche, right? Something is moving there. If you are in fitness niche, lifestyle creators work in favor for you. Find your sister niche for your niche that you are creator in and collaborate with those people. So that's the way how both of you creators are broadening up your audiences, and you're showing more possibilities to your viewers, and at the same time opening more doors for you, because you're borrowing audience from that creator that you are collaborating with. Here, of course, super important is research, to not, collaborate with somebody that's not on your level style, but you can also collaborate with people from your niche, but be more careful with that, because that just may make you seem like rivals or put you in the same category, so people may associate you with that person, which you don't really want. You want to be your own person, you want to be your own brand, so better to find a sister niche, sister brand to collaborate with. Yeah. Next tip, of course, same old usual, consistency is key. Because if you're not gonna be consistent, let's be honest, nothing's gonna work out there. If you're gonna post content once a year, everyone will forget about you. What you need to do if you want to be a successful content creator and top of the niche. This video is for those who want to be top of their niche. If you don't want to be top of the niche, scroll. It's not for you. This video is not for you. I'm talking about the stars of the niche. Stars of the niche are consistent. They're showing up every day for their viewers. It's not a side hustle. It's a job. Content is a job. You need to show up for your viewers. I know it may be a bit challenging for content creators who are more established to show up day and day and day and day. That's why they hire teams that help them on the back end, on the systems, on technical side, like I do. For example, I have a team that we help creators who are more already established in the sphere, and we help them not only get to the more next level of popularity, but also monetize their viewers much better than a solo game. But if you are just beginning stages or you want to really break out, be consistent. And consistency doesn't mean that you're consistently showing up once a year. No, be frequently consistent. Every day, every week, as much as you can. If you can keep that rhythm up, do it. Do it. It's going to be best for your brand because people associate the top of the niche with those who they see the most. Coca-Cola may not be the best drink out there, but they're on top of the niche because they are everywhere. They have brand deals with all the stores, with all the cafes, all the restaurants. They have their products everywhere. It doesn't mean that they're the most delicious drink ever, soda, amazing. No. What was the new brand now popping up? Poppy. Poppy's a new drink brand. It's also healthy, great, delicious, all that stuff. But they're not top of the market yet. They're not top of the niche. Why? Because they're not everywhere. You need to be everywhere. You need to be consistent, actively consistent, you know? And of course, last but not the least, quality over quantity. You need to be consistent, but you also need to provide quality. That is the tricky part of this. You cannot just post pictures of blurred things or use somewhere there without any caption so people don't understand what's going on. No, if you're gonna be consistently low quality, people will not really follow you. So if you really are ready to dedicate yourself to this business, you as your content game, your brand, you are a business. So if you really are ready to be top of the niche, you need to understand what it comes with. It's not that you're gonna talk about, you're gonna be star of everything. No. People who are top of the niche are there because of a reason. They put a lot of work there. What kind of work? Consistent quality. Consistently active quality. And of course, other things that kind of like bring your reputation up, some PR stuff in the middle. That is different things. I actually have a video about this. If you're interested to know how I make my clients famous through PR, through more creative thinking and campaigns of promotions of all that stuff, here's somewhere a link to that video. You can check out and take some tactics and strategies from there to adapt, to stand out in your niche. Don't just listen to all the things. Write them down, put them in your brain, and think of an action plan how you can achieve them. It is easy for you to listen to this video and be like, oh yeah, I understand everything. I'm posting quality content every year, every week. But if you're not top of your niche, something clearly is wrong. So either you're not doing something or you just don't understand what you need to do. So either find yourself a team of people they can help you understand what is your problem, what is the missing part, what is missing link, why you're not moving forward, or just work with yourself. You can easily do everything yourself. It just will take you more time and attention. So if you're ready to put that work in and you want to be the next top level, your star of the niche, put in the work. That's it. Put in the work. Consistent, active, quality content. And all the other things I mentioned today in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. It was me and Lisa. Bye.